Losers queue is the most discussed topic in the League community. So today we're gonna dive deep into it together. I know, my last video was 2 months ago. I'm aware. Do I have to apologize to you? Probably not. So, as you might have noticed, this video is a bit longer than usual, and that's because I'm starting a new series on the channel. And since my creativity has its own limits, I thought I'd name it Yap Time. Simple and easy to remember. So, welcome to Yap Time. Our topic for today is Losers Queue actually real? Yo, I play ekko, like, a lot. Alright, it's Yap Time, and today we need to talk about something every League of Legends player has experienced at least once in his League journey. Losers Queue. In the background, I'm showing some of my gameplay in Emerald. I'm not gonna go crazy with the edits, so you can sit back and listen to this without watching the screen. And if you're here, you're already an absolute legend. So what even is Losers Queue? Basically, it's this idea that the game is intentionally putting you into unwinnable games. Like you win a few games, everything feels good, you're climbing, and then suddenly, boom! You get teammates that go 0 and 10, your jungler is auto-filled, someone is flaming or toxic, and every game just feels doomed from minute 5. Like, it's just a loss, like there is nothing you can do about it. And a lot of players believe that after a win streak, the system tries to balance you out by giving you worse teammates or stronger enemies, like the game is forcing your win rate back to 50%. And the thing is, it's not an official thing. Riot never said, yeah, Losers Queue exists. It's more like a community theory that grew over time. But what makes it interesting is how many people believe in it. You see it everywhere: YouTube comments, Twitch chat, Reddit, your friends, even you probably said it before after losing like 4 games in a row or something. And honestly, when you're in that moment, it doesn't feel like a theory. It feels so real. It feels like the game already decided you're losing before it even started. I think I watched a short from ASAP, and he once said something about how we humans, except my inting junglers, we love creating patterns around things. And I completely agree with him. We are a species that thrives on analyzing things around us, detecting clues and patterns just to survive. We hate being in the dark. That's the reality. We want to explain things all the time, even if we're not totally sure about them. So we believe in things, and that might not even exist sometimes. For example, we've all been there, even me. I look at my match history and I try to come up with something like, oh, I won 3 games in a row, then I lost 4. That must mean something, right? Look, it happened again after 10 games, like etc, etc. These patterns that has no meaning. You know what I mean. We're trying to blame the system for our losses. We try to prove that engagement system that Riot supposedly uses. And I mean, that's completely understandable. And it makes sense. Sometimes League becomes frustrating, especially the invisible mistakes that we do that we have no clue they exist, and we think we played that game or that game perfectly when in reality we did not. And even sometimes some games are unwinnable. And by the way, since I mentioned the engagement system, for anyone who doesn't know what engagement system is, it's a system that tries to keep you playing the game even if it has to make you lose some matches. Like, yeah, it's toxic. A toxic relationship, I guess. So is it real? Does Losers Queue exist? Does the engagement system exist as well? Or is it just some random theory that players came up with? To find out the answer, let's first tackle why it feels so real. And this is the part where it gets scary, because loser's queue feels real for a reason. Like, think about it. You go on a win streak, right? You're playing well, you're confident, your teammates are playing well, like everything clicks, you feel me? Then suddenly, not so much. Now your bot lane is 0 and 8, your mid is tilted, and you're just sitting there like, what happened? My team was good for the last few matches, why are they bad now? And it's consistent. Every time you go on a good win streak, you end up having worse teams than before. And it's not just one game, it's multiple games in a row. And that's what makes it feel suspicious. But here's the thing, there are actual reasons for that. First, when you win a lot, your MMR goes up. That means you're playing against better players, so naturally games become harder. And let's be honest, you're not gonna be like, oh, the opponent is better than me, I should improve. This is very, very unlikely to happen, let's be honest. What will happen is, you're gonna be like, I tried my best this game, I played so well, but my team doesn't want to win. But if you do a quick reality check, you'll find out that the game was totally winnable, you're just not performing as well as your opponents. And as a matter of fact, and some of you might be pissed off of this information, maybe your ADC is trying so hard to carry you because you're not performing well. So yeah, ask yourself this question. How many times did I say, I'm bad, I need to improve to climb? Second, tilt. And this is a big one. You lose one bad game, you get annoyed, then you queue up again, slightly tilted, play worse, lose again. And now you're in a spiral. We've all been there, right? Sometimes you even lie to yourself. I'm not tilted, that game totally didn't affect me. Then you queue up again and lose, and again and again and again, just because your mindset is bad, and therefore your gameplay is totally dog shit. Third, your brain is kinda tricking you. You remember the bad games way more than the normal ones. That's called confirmation bias. So when 3 bad games happen in a row, your brain goes, yeah, this is loser's queue. But when you win 3 games with good teammates, you don't question it. You don't question it at all, do you? As I said before, we humans tend to look for patterns. That's why it feels like something is targeting you, even if nothing actually is. Now let's talk about what Riot Games actually says about all of this. And they've been very clear about it. They literally said loser's queue does not exist, like legit, many times. Riot developers explained that matchmaking is based on your MMR, your hidden skill rating by the way, and the goal is to create fair matches for where both teams have similar chance to win. There's no system that says, oh, this guy won too much, let's make him lose. That doesn't exist, buddy. One of their lead designers even said they're not intentionally putting bad players on your team to make you lose. And if you think about it, it wouldn't even make sense. Why would they want you to lose on purpose? That just makes players frustrated and quit the game, like honestly. Instead, what actually happens is simple. You win, your rating goes up, you face better players, games get harder. That's it. But even with Riot saying all of that, a lot of players still don't believe them, which is crazy to me. What's even crazier is that people who won't admit they are wrong are the same people who are hard stuck in low ranks. Alright, now let me give you my take. I don't think loser's queue exists as a secret system or some bullshit. But I do think something is happening that makes it feel like it does. So here's my theory. Let's say you play 10 games, right? If you play really well, and I mean really well, outperforming everyone in the lobby, Riot will think you're a good player, quote unquote smurf. Therefore, they will give you worse players so you can carry. Simple as that. I'd like to hear from you guys in the comments about this one, because now I'm gonna go into the details. So this is where it gets exciting for me. Riot says that when you win a game of League, you get LP points that are visible. You can win 15 LP, 20 LP, or even 35 LP. It doesn't matter. But that's not all. As Riot says, and again, I'm only giving you confirmed information up to this point, you also gain MMR points. So that means if you lose a game, you're gonna lose both LP and MMR as well. Let's focus on MMR points because they are invisible, therefore more interesting, to be honest. Please take this information with a grain of salt, because this is my own theory and not confirmed at all. I think just like LP gains, MMR gains are also different. So you can get 10 MMR in one game and 15 MMR in another. This is all related to how you play the game. If you carry a game, that means you deserve more MMR points than your teammates, for example. On the other hand, if you solo lose the game, a penalty will be applied and you will lose more than usual. Based on what's said, let's move on to matchmaking and how you get worse teams than usual, okay? Let's say you won 4 games in a row, so now your MMR went up, right? Not only that, let's also say that you carried all of these games and you got nice stats in them. Damage, CS, objectives, and all that good stuff, okay? So your MMR is growing a lot faster than a casual player. So you're basically a smurf. So I think that you will be placed in a lobby with 4 casual players on your team that you need to carry. Same goes for the enemy team. They will have a smurf on their team, so now all you have to do is defeat the other smurf on their team. There could be more than one smurf, so you can imagine a full challenger team against another full challenger team with emerald borders. And this usually happens especially at the start of the season. So how do you climb is the real question here. As stupid as this might sound, just play the game. Like legit, you just need to play with the best performance that you can. Don't care about your team and only care about yourself. Keep that performance every single game, and at some point you reach your limit. You will get stuck in a certain rank eventually, and that's where you need to fix your mistakes and improve. Otherwise, stay stuck forever. There is nothing around it, guys. Playing more games is not gonna do anything. Repetition is not the key to climbing, improving is. So stop repeating and start investing in your mistakes. Fix them and you'll climb easily. So that's about it, guys. Keep it simple, improve and climb. There is no loser's queue and Riot doesn't hate you. If you're still here, you're an absolute legend, bro. And I hope you like the new video style. Press that like button and I'd like to hear from you in the comments. YouTube's algorithm thinks you're gonna like this video right here, so make sure you click on it. And as always, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.